Hey guys, well, welcome to day 4 of my 30-day transformation where I am creating a business in the next 30 days and just documenting exactly how my days go and what I did so that, anyone who is trying to start their own online business or homeschool all of a sudden or transform their health. Hopefully this just motivates and gives some hope that it's possible. I wanted to talk about something that I was reading some of my journals throughout the last couple years, and there's kind of been this recurring theme that I noticed, which is funny because, you guys, I have started quite a few businesses in the last 4 years, and I would do really good at first, and then I would kind of, I would just kind of let it go. I wouldn't really stay consistent. And I think that that had to do with a lot of doubt in myself. So, anyone who goes from being an employee to an entrepreneur is you have to deal with this sort of conditioning that we all have, that we, were raised with going to school and all that. So it's this kind of conditioning that has to be purged, to kind of get to the other side, because they're two different worlds. So that was the theme that I noticed in a lot of my journals was this theme of, there's a gap, like I said, in between being an employee and then deciding to create your own business or, do something independent. And there's this gap in between the two of where, resistance, it's all resistance in there. And so I think for me, as I was reading some of the stuff, one of the things that I definitely would have wanted looking back is someone to really, who had been through that, to be able to kind of guide and encourage me, things like that, almost like a coach for that transition period. But I didn't even know that that was something to look for. So for me, that transition period was really hard to get through. And what is so cool is that the other kind of theme that I saw in as I was going through some stuff is the law of attraction. And, it's so cool because I remember watching the movie The Secret. And I remember just being lit up by that. And I can't even tell you why I was so on fire about the law of attraction. I kind of know now why I was so excited about it. But at the time, I did not realize I was just so excited about it. And you guys, the law of attraction is, it's very real. It's a natural, universal law. And so, when I was going through these journals, those were two of the themes that I saw was, being this kind of transition mentor for that gap in between when someone's trying to become going from employee to employer, and also the law of attraction. Because as I was looking through, sorry, I'm just writing it down, because when you're creating something, when you're creating a business, this is exactly how it goes. It's just, you know, you kind of just are led. Well, for me, I'm just led by God on exactly what to do and where my passions are, because really, like I said, from day one, like you have to have super like amounts of passion and drive to sustain the trials and tribulations you're going to go through to get to the other side. Now, see, if I would have had something like a transition mentor, that would have been really awesome. So, you know, that may be something that I want to create. And also with the law of attraction, I cannot stand how wrong people are about the law of attraction. And including the movie The Secret, there are bits and pieces to that that are correct. However, it is a natural law, you guys. That means that in your natural state of vibration, okay, which should be love, bliss, joy, that should be your natural subconscious vibrational state, almost like a resting vibrational state. And at that state, the law of attraction is a natural occurring thing that happens. You magnetize to you your destiny and what is meant for you in that natural state. There's nothing that you have to do. However, through, you know, this world, we all experience wounds, trauma, hurts, and blocks. And those are what have us all put up a heart wall or something, you know, a self-protection field around us. That's a heart wall. And so the law of attraction cannot work when you have a heart wall up. And so, you know, that's what I was diving in today is it's so simple to me. The easiest way that people can attract their most unique soul path, it's as unique as a fingerprint. It's not for anyone else but them. And how it's a natural occurring thing, that there's nothing that you have to do. So, you know, that's what I think my course and my coaching is going to be around. You know, as I was trying to create the sales page today, and as I'm writing things, the most important things when you're going to create your business is that you have passion behind it. And so, like I said, I was going through my journals all the way to 4 years back. And the funniest thing was that the same thing that I'm writing today was the same thing I was writing 4 years ago. And that's passion, because it's just like, it's just there. Like, I am so driven to not only improve my life, but also to really improve the lives of others who don't know how to get through that transition period. And I'm even getting a little bit emotional about it because it was so incredibly hard for me. The doubt that you go through, the just the really hard times, thinking that, you know, that possibly maybe that's not the life for you that you really felt like you knew. And see, that's the transition right there in the struggle, because you have to hang on for those moments when you really feel like, you know, in your gut that it's something that you want, but nothing around you is looking like that's what it is, you know? And so it's like to have someone who can get you through those times, who's been there, who knows like exactly what you're going to go through, and can say like, listen, You just need to take action right now. There were so many times where I see looking back that if I would have just like sucked up the fear or the doubt or whatever and just taken one step forward, that it would have released all of that. And so, you know, I'm really passionate about that because it's really a hard transition. I love, you know, Robert Kiyosaki, his books, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, because he really has it right on, you know, how he says that schools create employees. That's just what they do, you know, and they don't create entrepreneurs. So we have this conditioning that we kind of have to get out of. So it can be kind of a rough road. So anyway, that was super cool. But the law of attraction, you know, what I want to talk about with that is that it's a natural occurring law. You don't have to do anything. And all of these things that, you know, tell you that you should be, you know, trying to manifest or thinking better thoughts or visualizing or holding these pictures in your head of material items and then just trying to vibrate out this positive vibration. Yeah, that's not how it's going to work. And that's probably why, you know, for so many people, the law of attraction doesn't work. One, because they're actually trying to attract things out of their ego mind, which is, you know, a mansion, a car, things like that. And that's not to say that you can't have those things. But, you know, God says, seek the kingdom of God first, and then all these things will be added to you. So you have to, it has to be in the right order, right? So that's really what I'm writing my whole course about, is how you can attract your unique and best life purpose, you know? So you guys, I'm just, you know, vlogging this and creating in front of you because I think that it's so important to know that on day 4 of, you know, I'm creating a business, I still don't have a business. I'm still in this creation phase of it. And I will tell you, I've had so many ideas and so many even almost course creations, but I had kind of pulled back, and it was the exact right thing to do because I could tell, like I could feel that it wasn't 100% right. And I still had to go through some heart healing to learn what was exactly right. So what's pretty cool is that this has happened to me over the course of the last 4 years. It has been this push and pull struggle back and forth. But what is so amazing is, for me, reading those journals, everything became clear on my passions. And it was almost like it just manifested into my hands exactly what I should do. It just became super clear. And that's how the law of attraction is supposed to work. That once you do the inner healing, you know, clearing out all of those hurts, traumas, and pains, which I have been doing for the last 4 years. So I have so many easy ways to get through some of these things that took me a long time to figure out the easy ways, but now I kind of know the easy ways to really heal from these things. And so it was like, oh my gosh, of course, this is exactly what I need to be creating. So I don't know, it was really cool. And that's where you got to get, you know. I was wearing a mask before, and I don't mean the mask that people are wearing now, but I really was wearing a mask of this false, everything is okay, you know, this false smile, when really, you know, I was so hurt inside. And you know, isn't that how so many of us are? That we just are pretending to be happy, but really dying inside. Yeah, that's how I was. Oh man. My whole life, I could not understand that this is how the world really worked. Um, I never could understand that. I always felt like there was something so much bigger, you know, and there is. That's what's so cool. It's like, I have absolutely succeeded in everything that I did. And, you know, the course of the 4 years, I felt like I had failed so many times, but I literally see how every single one of those failures just brought a new level of growth into it and just made it all that much better. And so today, I mean, I really saw how I had truly succeeded with my personal development journey, my spiritual journey, my crossing over from being this employee conditioning to entrepreneur. And it was just like, here it is. Here's your unique plan. You have succeeded. And at that point, when it just kind of becomes super clear to you, there's no more stress or trying to find it, or, you know, having to rush because of anything. It just is like, well, yeah, that's exactly what it is. And it's always been my destiny. So I don't need to worry or rush or run or anything, because it's the law of attraction just starts bringing it to you. You just have to take those action steps that you know you need to take, and they're simple. You know, so creating a successful business is not about running or rushing or trying to create out of like striving, you know, it's just allowing it to unfold. So this has been my day 4. It's pretty amazing because I'm so excited that I'm going to get to help people really tear down their fears. You know, I've been through every single fear you could possibly imagine. All the supernatural ones, all the physical ones, all the earthly ones. I mean, just it's been crazy, but it's really cool that, you know, I get to help people to manifest their business, their life plan, their creation, you know. And I've been involved in so many other, you know, programs and things like that. But the one thing, you know, the one thing that they're missing is that it's usually their plan or how they did it. It's not your unique plan. And even though some people may be able to exceed in that, because it's not your plan, it's the majority of people don't really do well in those because it's not for them, you know, it's not their unique path. So anyway, I've mumbled on enough this evening. So day 4, law of attraction, people, natural occurring law. You just need to remove any blocks that are hindering that law from being able to work properly. And that has to do with your heart. So, all right, I hope you guys have a great night, and I will see you for day 5.